What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today for episode number 40 of the Car 5 podcast. I'm your host, Joshua. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about two cars that I think are just so similar. I wanted to see what you guys thought, which car you prefer. The AMG GT 4-door and the E63s AMG. So as usual, everyone, let's go ahead and just dive right into things. So like I had said, everybody, today we're going to be talking about the AMG GT 4-door and the E63s AMG from Mercedes-Benz, because I just think they're so similar that it's kind of a difficult decision on which one to buy. Both of them are 4-liter V8s that sound like absolute earthquakes. You can hear these things from a mile away. So before we decide which one would be the right one to buy or which one you guys prefer, let's take a look at some specifications real quick. So starting with the AMG GT 4-door, of course, we're talking about the 63 version. You're going to have 630 horsepower with 664 foot-pounds of torque. The E63 is going to have 603 horsepower with 627 foot-pounds of torque, just a little bit less. 0 to 60 for the GT 4-door is 3.1 with a top speed of 196. The E63 has a 3.3 0 to 60 with a top speed of 186. Like I said, both of these cars are 4-liter V8s that are twin turbocharged. Both of them are 9-speed automatics, and both of them are going to feature the 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system from Mercedes-Benz. They are so close in almost every aspect: horsepower, torque, 0 to 60, transmission, engine. If you just take out the fact of top speed, because realistically, on your day-to-day drive, you're not going to go 186 or 196 miles an hour. If you were to take out just the top speed aspect, these cars are almost realistically the same in terms of performance. 3.1 seconds 0 to 60 and 3.3 is almost realistically, I think, in your day-to-day drive, practically unnoticeable. Of course, the AMG GT 4-door would be faster, but I think the decision of coming down on which one to buy, it's just so hard, because on one hand, you have a car that's basically, at least in my opinion, and I feel many people would share the same opinion with me, is practically one of the greatest daily drivers of all time, and is potentially one of the greatest sleepers of all time. If you're not sure what a sleeper is basically a car that kind of flies under the radar. It doesn't look crazy. It doesn't look super fast, but it is a car that is extremely fast. It's a car that would basically, if you're not a car person, you wouldn't really know what it is. But if you were a car person, you would see it on the streets and be like, holy crap, like that's, whatever car it happens to be. While on the other hand, you have a car that happens to have just recently set the world record for the fastest four-seater around the Nürburgring, which is 7 minutes and 25.41 seconds. So which would you prefer? The E63, that can kind of blend in with the crowds a little bit and is an epic daily driver, extremely fast, it's a rocket ship, and it's a sleeper? Or would you prefer the AMG GT 4-door, which is not necessarily looking like a supercar, but you'll definitely stand out amongst the crowd, and people are going to know you're different, and you're an absolute beast around the track. Couple other things. The E63 comes standard with 5 seats. The AMG GT 4-door comes standard with 4, with a 5-seat option if you prefer it. Interior-wise, they're going to be so similar. Now, the E63 right now features one operating system, the NTG 5.5. The AMG GT 4-door features another operating system, the MBUX, Mercedes-Benz User Interface and Experience System. Two different ones, but as the E63 comes out again, it'll feature that same system. So depending on which year buy, they're going to be practically the same. Maybe a seat in the car and exterior wise, but it's just such a difficult decision because, like I said, they're so similar. I wanted to make this video just see what you guys think, see what your thoughts were. Me personally, just given the history of the car and its impact on the car world and its impact in the actual car racing scene, I'm going to have to go with the E63. I've been in love with the E63 for an extremely long amount of time. I think it's beautiful. I think it's sexy. I think it's practical. I think it's comfortable. It's extremely fast. It is a easier to get an E63 than it is an AMG GT 4-door just because of sheer production numbers. That's why. So let me know, what do you guys think? Which car do you prefer, the AMG GT 4-door or Mercedes-Benz E63s AMG? Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for episode 40 of the Car 5 podcast. Don't forget to like on Facebook, follow on Instagram. Don't forget, when you subscribe to YouTube, we're coming towards the end of the month. When you subscribe, you're entered in a free chance to win authentic brand merchandise from your favorite car brand. So don't forget to subscribe. Anything you guys need from me, just shoot me an email. info@car5podcast.com. Don't forget to tune in for the next episode number 41, May 29th. We're going to be talking about the brand new flying spur from Bentley and a couple things of, I guess we'll say, Rolls-Royce-ish. That's coming out with a new Bentley. Don't forget to let me know the E63s AMG GT 4-door, which one you guys prefer. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Please remember to drive safe. Have a great evening. Thank you.